At first glance, Fish looked harmless, a frail, soft-spoken man who could have been anyone's quiet grandfather. But behind that fragile frame lived a hunger so dark, so unnatural, that even the newspapers of the time struggled to print the truth. Fish preyed on children. His methods were simple, almost disarmingly so. He'd offer sweets or a kind smile. And in an era when kids roamed freely through city streets, it was enough to earn their trust. What happened after they followed him is almost unspeakable. He didn't just take their lives. He confessed to eating parts of his victims, describing the details in chilling, almost casual words. When he was finally caught, Fish didn't rage or deny. Instead, he calmly explained that voices in his head had told him to do it. As if that excused the horror. As if that made him less of a monster. If this sounds familiar, it should. Decades later, filmmakers used Albert Fish as inspiration. In the Blair Witch mythology, there is the figure of Rustin Parr, a recluse who lured children into his home and murdered them one by one. Parr also claimed he was commanded by voices, the whispers of a witch. That connection is no coincidence. Rustin Parr is fiction, but the man he was based on, he was terrifyingly real, and Fish's shadow doesn't stop there. His strange, polite manner, his ability to sit quietly and describe the most horrific acts as though he were discussing the weather, left a mark on another horror icon. The brilliant yet monstrous Hannibal Lecter, a killer hiding behind a mask of calm civility. It's easy to think of these characters as stories. A witch in the woods, a genius cannibal, monsters that live on movie screens and in our nightmares. But Albert Fish wasn't a story. He walked the same streets as everyone else, blending in, unnoticed. He was proof that the most terrifying monsters don't always come from folklore or from the shadows. Sometimes they're sitting in plain sight.